Hi, this is James from Tabletop Gaming Guild, and today we're going to unbox Hellboy the board game, which Hellboy is going to be a Dark Horse Comics IP, and this is published by Mantic Games. This game here is going to have 25 different miniatures. You're going to have 4 agents, 3 bosses, and 18 minions. You'll have 13 custom dice, 12 double-sided room tiles, over 160 cards, over 120 tokens and counters. You have a quick start guide and a rule book with this. It can play to 1 to 4 players and take about 60 to 90 minutes to play. So let's go ahead, and without further ado, let's go ahead and potentially open this up if, you know, my fingers decide to cooperate here. We'll see. So I like the artwork on the outside of the game too. I think that's really cool. So real big fan of that. All right, there we go. There's the plastic off. Let's take a look at this thing. All right. They also, I believe, they made Hellboy. I believe they made 2 Hellboy movies. I don't think they made a 3rd on it. I watched the first Hellboy movie, but I never got to see the 2nd one yet, so I'll probably have to check that out. This looks like the little quick tutorial guide with playing the game and some comic book art throughout it. Here's Hellboy game rules here. And I like the fact that they had the quick start guide. That was pretty cool. I like when any of them do that, so you can do the quick start guide, get to playing it, and then you can look at this main rule book, you know, as you need to. And this one does seem a little. Oh, there's a lot of art in here too, so it's not really that big of a, and there's additional rules. So yeah, so the rules aren't too bad in there. But there we go. That's the art. What's this? This one looks like other games from them. Cool. Dungeon Saga is pretty good. All right, so let's see what this is. Maybe. I think plastic is winning against me today. That is a thing, I guess. All right, that I just made up now. All right, so, oh, here we go. These are the character cards. So here's going to be Hellboy. Here's going to be Liz Sherman. And here's going to be, how do you say his name? Jahan Krakus. And here's going to be Abe. Abe is one of the characters in the movie too. Sapien. All right, so here is going to be, I believe, the game board. Let's go ahead and get the plastic off of that. And looks like some tokens too. Oh, those miniatures look really cool. We'll get to those guys in a second. Here we go. All right, so yep, this is really thick cardboard, by the way. So that's really nice. There's some game tokens on here and some game art. I might have to cut that out because that game art's nice. And here's some of the tokens, or the sorry, the board tokens here for the I don't know, dungeon tile. Sorry, and more tokens off to the right, now left. So that's cool. And here looks like this is a place for the cards and some tracks. And here's some more tokens and the dungeon tiles. I like that the art's pretty consistent throughout this, so I do like that. They went with an art style and they kept it, which I like. I also don't like, I'm glad they didn't do anything weird like movie stills. I really hate movie stills. And this overall is really cool. So we'll take these trays out, show you some of these miniatures. We'll go. It looks like I can fit everything in here. So the game comes with its own trays, which is really cool. Here's one of the super cool monster miniatures here. And here's another one. It looks really cool. Okay, so that's that. And as you can see, there's nothing under that, but I do need to take this out to be able to get to these components here. To be able to lift that lid off here. Alright, so we got these here. These look like, I think I'm supposed to open these up. These look like case files because there's a story that goes along with this. And yeah, stop. Case file, stop, case file, stop, case file, stop. There's a story element to this game that you're going to be going through playing it, and you're going to unlock these as you go by, as the game goes by. Here's a deck of cards, and here's another deck of cards. We'll open those up in a second. These look like the little tokens you can put on the, or the little discs you can put on the different characters so you can know who's characters who. Some little plastic cubes. What is this? Plastic discs for one thing or another, probably one of the tracks or whatnot. Alright, let's open one of these decks of cards here and take a look and see what we get in here. Man, I like the, you can't see it yet because I'm trying to open this deck up, but the art on these is really cool. Comic style art with the comic sort of text on it. So let's see, that's these are encounter cards. So let's take a look at some of these encounters. Oh, these are going to probably be, yeah, so this is probably, I wonder, I bet you, I haven't read these rules yet, so I'm not sure, but I bet you, yeah, so I don't think there's going to be a DM player, so I believe this is going to be the DM deck. So it'll basically run the game for you. Not sure, because again, I didn't read the rules yet, but we're just taking a look at what we've got in here. And these are requisitions. So you can get a concussive grenade. You can more concussive grenades, stun grenades. So you can get one of those two things. Ammo, armor piercing ammo. That's pretty good. Incendiary ammo, blasting charge, field dressing, ancient text, BPRD HQ comlink, tracking device, lucky charm, mystic sigil, warding talisman, ancient blade, backup sidearm, Hellboy pistol. Well, you always have to have that guy if you're Hellboy. Deep pockets, Liz Sherman sidearm. I bet you just get these with his characters anyway. Incendiary ammo, living flame. Okay, Abe Sapien sidearm, harpoon, Jonathan Cross's sidearms. This here is going to be the ectoplasmic stability. Sorry, couldn't read that. Bud Walker, Sidney Leach, Kate Kerrigan, and Scott Clark. So those are those cards. You got another deck of cards right here too. We'll get those in opened up here. It's been a long time since I've read any of the, or watched the movie or watched any of the Hellboy stuff, so I think I forget most of it, but we'll see. Here's boss behave. Oh yeah, definitely going to be set up where this runs the game for you. Attacks, rapid shots. So you don't have to have a DM, which I really do appreciate. That is actually pretty awesome. Here's enemies. So here's what the enemies do. Venomous frog monsters, rampaging frog monster, armed frog monster, transforming frog monster, giant frog monster, the tentacles of Sadahum, Rasputin's ghost. All right, Deck of Doom, which I think is the rest of this. So Deck of Doom, Times of Wasting, the Apocalypse Calls, Beady Eyes, Visions, from the Shadows, Clarissa's Cause Fires, Reinforcements, Noise Up Ahead, lots of different, and like this one says, put this card into play. Each time an agent enters an area that contains scenery, roll a orange die, which I'll show you those guys in a second. On the score of 2, discard the scenery. The agent takes damage to its size. All right, cool. So yeah, these look like action cards that you can play throughout the game. So that's that. I'll put those in there. We've got some more miniatures to show you here. So plop this on in here. Those are the two big guys. So 2 bosses. And here we go with the rest of the miniatures here. Ah, they put that tape. Yeah, that tape on the bottom. I hate that. It's always the greatest tape on the face of the planet. Like any other tape won't work when you need it to. But when they use this Scotch tape, apparently this Scotch tape is like Superman Scotch tape. Alright, there we finally go. Alright. So, here we go. Lots of different miniatures in here. These look like all going to be rat miniature. I don't know if you can see them, but that's pretty cool. So you get little rat swarms at different points. And apparently we're going to have a lot of frogmen in this one. Some sort of mummy frog. I'm going to get the lighting a little better in here so you can see them a little better. Yeah, that's a lot better. You can see all the detail on them. More frogmen, a lot of frogmen. I'm going to get this to the table here, and thinking from reading, thinking it's going to be pretty fun. But like I said, I haven't read the rule book yet. Those look all about the same. Here's another different one here. It's going to be fun painting these guys. Here's Hellboy. Fire coming out of her arms. That'll be cool to paint. Yeah, this is going to be fun. I'm going to show you some of these dice too. These dice are cool looking, and there's a lot of them. So there's red, yellow, orange, black, and this blue one. The blue one has a skull on it for some reason. That seems ominous. A hit. All different things. A ×2, so maybe that's like the crit or something. Got this orange die that has a lot of, or yellow die. Can't tell my god. The yellow die has ones or nothing. So looks like you get a 1 or nothing. This one here has some 2s and a 1 and nothings. This red die has a 3, a 2, and a 1 and a 1, and only, I think, only 1 blank side. So that's really good. Let's check out this blank die. This blank die has 1, 2, some 2s, some 3s, some 4s, and no blanks. So that one looks like the best die. That's it. That's the miniatures. Here's all the towels that it came with. The art looks really awesome for this game, so I do appreciate that a lot. And I'm looking forward to reading the rulebook and getting this to the table. But I hope you enjoyed that. That was the unboxing of Hellboy, the board game, published by Mantic Games. Thank you for watching.